Good evening and welcome to Hammond, Wisconsin for a Level 2 football game between the Baldwinville Blackhawks and the host St. Croix Central Panthers. I'm Jeremy Nygaard, joined tonight by Nick Pack. Nick, how we doing?
We are wonderful up in this cozy little booth here. Got the neighbors Central kind enough to give us a little room here and ready for some Level 2 playoff football action.
Yeah, so Baldwin-Woodville and St. Croix Central played not too long ago at Baldwin-Woodville High School, and the results were not great for the Hawks. I've forgotten that score on purpose. I believe it was 50-something to 20-something. But it was a highly anticipated game that went wrong for Blackhawk fans almost immediately and never really got better. And since then, the playoff field has been set. The Panthers finished second in the middle border behind Rice Lake. One loss in the 1 seed. They hosted Altoona last week and pretty much ended that game right after kickoff.
Shortly, yeah.
62-6, I think the final score was. The Blackhawks, though, since the St. Croix Central loss, went to Amory for week 9, and the mess in Amory found Cal Smith injured, and it was a different-looking Blackhawk team. They did come back and win that game. Last week, home against Ellsworth in Level 1. They came back to win that game. And here we sit in Hammond, Wisconsin, really not sure what we're going to see from the Blackhawk offense. But it's one team if Cal Smith is playing, and it's a different team if Gavin's playing quarterback.
Absolutely, it's one more threat across the board. Whether it's Gavin or even Monacan at the quarterback, I mean, you're taking away a threat. And like I said, we talk about Gavin being really electric, and he really got wore out last game. I mean, you can see when you get hit that much and you're that much more mentally involved in every single play, it takes a toll on you. And he's not the threat he is on the outside the perimeter. And like we said, how often last week, because he got away from one guy, and then there's another guy right there.
Right.
Where he's used to getting away from one guy, and it's end zone.
Right.
So.
Mr. Ambrose, Coach Zach Ambrose, cameraman Zach Ambrose, is not here tonight. He is coaching some state cross-country participants, so good luck to our 2 participants, Ian Finlay and Addison Wild. They'll be running tomorrow, so he's not here, so that leaves me behind the camera, and it's going to be an experience. I can assure everybody that we're going from an exceptional cameraman to someone that is probably going to be well below average. My goal is that you'll get to see all the plays at home. I zoomed in on the coin toss, felt pretty good about that, and then, moments later I was turning talking to Nick, and I see that the camera's, on the Panther in the middle of the field and not on any action. So I'll do my best to make good on that, but I make no promises and apologize in advance if I don't do a great job. So I'm looking forward to tonight. Last year the Blackhawks went Level 2. We didn't broadcast from Columbus. It was a beautiful Saturday, exactly 1 year ago today, and played the eventual state champs. Really, really tough. But the story of that game in my mind was Columbus was just too physical.
Absolutely. I mean, their defense was something that, I mean, they sent 2 guys D1, I think, off that, and then one more went somewhere else too, I want to say.
Yeah, but I don't even know.
They were some big studs, or dudes as you call them, I guess.
Right. Dudes.
That was all over our Mason and entire offense from the get-go. And that being said, I mean, we kicked a 40-some yard field goal at half to cut it. I
think 7, right?
I think so, somewhere in there, and played with them, and that's what we like to see, people fight. And tonight I expect that physicality again. We look at what Central did to Baldwin in Baldwin a couple weeks ago. They took the opening kickoff, went 80 yards at about 5, 6, 7, 8 yards a crack. It was nothing huge on that drive, and just set the tone that we're going to punch you in the mouth until you can't take anymore. And it happened. They had 3 touchdowns, and we had 3 offensive plays.
Right.
I mean, you can't get off to a start like that. Score, 3 and out, score, fumble the kickoff, score, and you're looking at yourself going,
it's over.
What?
I mean, that's how I felt. But I think we mentioned Columbus and their physicality, but to me, the biggest difference in Week 7 or Week 8, whenever we played, was the physicality of St. Croix Central.
Yep.
They and like the paper said, they dominated the trenches.
It's about leverage there. I think of back in the day with Coach Larson up in Somerset. I mean, they used to roll out those linemen that would be about 5'4" and 160 pounds. Or I think of back at coaching against Menominee, they had the same things. Their D line would be like 140, and they'd do the mole thing and they just get leverage though.
Right.
And if you can establish that line of scrimmage from the get-go, and if we weren't making any contact 2 or 3 yards down the field already, well, now they're falling forward or 5 or 6.
Right.
And vice versa, if they're making contact in our backfield, we're lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. I mean, that adds up. Those 2nd and 3s, 2nd and 4 versus 3rd and 10. Big, huge difference. Open up the playbook. The level of surprise on their passing attack. Mason Sullivan, very talented receiver, as we saw a couple weeks ago. Especially when it's not every play. I mean, it's run, all of a sudden play action when you don't expect it, and there he goes, and next thing you know, he's in the end zone.
Right, and the thing with Sullivan, too, is it's not this gimmick, we got you with the element of surprise, and now we've thrown this to an average athlete who's an average wide receiver. Mason Sullivan's at the age.
That's what I'm saying. He as talented as he is, then you add the element of surprise on top of that, too.
Right.
It's. I mean, that's dead. I mean, can you imagine if we only looked to sell, 5 times a game?
Right. I
mean, he'd have 5 catches for 5 touchdowns, and that's, I mean.
And on the flip side of that, could you imagine Mason Sullivan in our offense?
Right. He's going, wow, I'd like to throw the ball 30 times a game. Why can't we? But
right.
But yeah, and on the defensive side, I thought he did a fantastic job. I believe he pretty much shadowed Gavin when we were in Baldwin, and I would guess he will take on that task again tonight, as we see the first team offense with Gavin lining up at quarterback.
Yep. So,
but
I'd been zoomed in here a little bit, and Cal, the last play or one of the last plays, Cal took a snap and threw a quick pass to Gavin. On that particular play, Cal split out wide.
So, and again, we talked about different packages last week with I mean, and we might see Monacan at quarterback. I mean, it's you talk about right now level 2 playoffs, and especially when I'm not going to say, I mean, Baldwin would be the underdog, if you will. They're the 4 seed. It's now their turn to break out anything. It could be any kind of trick play. It could be any kind of double pass, any hook and ladder that we saw last week, or hook and lateral. It could be all that stuff we talked about, onside to start the game, something like that. Just be ready for any kind of trick play from either team, especially if if you get down by that second score or something like that. And now it's really turns to, okay, we need to bust out anything and everything. No reason for saving anything until next week if you don't make it.
Correct. And that's what we saw, not to dwell on the Columbus game, but we went down and scored, and then onside kick to get the ball back.
And recovered it.
Yeah, and actually got, I believe, inside the 10-yard line before we turned it over on downs. But those are the types of things you have to be willing to do, because it's win or go home. Now, the winner of this game will, in level 3, and that could be Friday or Saturday, will play the winner of Middle Border Conference. Where'd they end up finishing? 5th place?
Well, they would have been tied for 4th, I believe, with Ellsworth.
Okay. So Somerset. No, Somerset was 3 and 4, right?
And so was Ellsworth. Oh, yeah.
Or was Ellsworth
was 3 and 4?
Okay. So Somerset, who snuck into the back half of the playoffs, went on the road last week to O'Connell Falls and beat them handily. And now Somerset goes on the road to Mosinee, and the winner of the Somerset-Mosinee game will move on to play the winner of this game. Now, I think it's fair to say that the Middle Border is the premier Division IV conference in maybe not the whole state, but at least anywhere close to us.
Yeah, I mean, you look right now, there's 4 teams from this conference playing. 4 teams, and 2 of them are 1 seeds. You know, level 3, level 4. You got 2 1 seeds that are hosting and will be hosting as long as they can keep winning. And you got 2 more teams that won a level 1 game, including a 7 seed. You look at last year, both Baldwin Woodville and St. Croix Central went on the road week 1 and took care of business. So it definitely shows, and especially like, you know, when you saw preseason rankings and they come out and Middle Borders very well represented up there, and rightfully so. And I know no more about Mosinee football than my daughter. So I'm not going to say about that, but I do know Somerset, I would guess, will give them a good run, and there's a good chance that, you know, they're playing level 3 against one of these 2 teams. And we talked last week how it would take, you know, essentially 3 upsets for Baldwin to host again. Well, one of them happened last week with Somerset winning, just 2 more tonight, which, I mean, I think both would be upsets, but both could easily happen.
Absolutely, and I think that's going into the week 7 game between these 2 teams. I don't think anybody that wasn't a complete homer felt like it was going to be a blowout.
Right.
And I think, you know, Baldwin Woodville fans probably felt pretty confident that it was going to be a Baldwin Woodville victory in a close game, and I think most Central fans probably felt like it was going to be a Panther victory in a close game. And what we saw wasn't that, but in my mind, that's what we're going to be treated to tonight.
And that's one of those where, I mean, again, coaches and players, I had this conversation with a Hudson coach last week, you know, about how in playoffs sometimes you're not looking at the next week, but deep, if you're the 1-8 seed, you know, you might be like, okay, next week we got this team, we're going to put a little bit of that in our game plan and for that week, and just so we're not starting fresh, starting new. Right now, I guarantee this coaching staff and these players are not looking past this game. It's a rivalry game. Now it's a playoff game, and you could say 1-4, you could say 2-3, you could be a 6-7 seed. It don't matter. They're not looking at the seeds. They know if things go right that night. We're in Baldwin right now, and Baldwin's a 1 seed, and St. Croix Central's a 4 seed. And,
correct.
And it's I think it's very 2 equal teams, if you will, 2 opposite teams, where Central will pound the ball, and if a healthy Blackhawk team will throw the ball around a little bit. We do have a nice wind left to right here. In case you missed the coin toss, Central did win, and they elected to receive. Baldwin will be kicking left to right with the wind. Central did the same thing in Baldwin, took the ball and went 80 yards into the wind. That favors them. It's eat up the clock, want a long drive, you know, so we can flip the field, make Baldwin go into the wind. They're looking to set the tone early.
As a fan of football strategy, I love what Central did.
Yeah.
You don't defer to the second half. You say, we want the ball. You Matt Hasselbeck it and say, we want the ball and we're going to score.
We're going to score. And that's usually, I mean, everyone's like, oh, we want the ball to start the second half. It's a lot of times it comes down to we want our best 11 on the field first, whatever that might be. So, and in this case, I think Central wants to come down and put up 6 and set the tone like they did in Baldwin. So
a friend of Blackhawk TV, Brian Millar, just showed me the Somerset Mosinee live stream, and it says, no broadcast tonight due to technical difficulties. Sorry.
Huh.
So that's kind of a bummer.
I heard that O'Connell Falls got technical difficulties sometime through the second half last week too. I'm like, ooh, wasn't going to beat that bad.
In fairness to them, I was hoping that we could come up with some technical difficulties in week 7 of the game as well. So
yeah.
It sounds as though we're going to get some in-arena announcing. And so I think we're going to get the national anthem soon.
I do enjoy this announcer. He's not no Torgey or Timmerman, but I do enjoy Central's announcer.
And now that people are standing up in front of our internet, we're going downhill. That's not what I want to see.
Would it help if we put it outside?
Well, it is outside.
No, I mean like out the door.
No, we got to be close. So we're going to move this maybe away from where it's blocked by a human.
And now it's going up, or at least leveled off.
If we do go offline, there is a backup plan. That backup plan will require me running across sides to a fan of the Blackhawks to get their cell phone. So we're doing our best. National anthem here is about to begin.
We ask all to stand as you are able. Remove your hats and place your hand over your heart for the singing of our national anthem, recorded by the St. Croix Central Concert Choir. Let's meet tonight's starting lineup. First, the starting offense for the Baldwin Woodville Blackhawks. A senior, number 2.
So now that the fans have returned to their seats, we're going to see how our signal works. It's interesting because we ran a test broadcast for 15 minutes and had perfect everything, and then as soon as people stood up, our signal went down. Now, I'm not sure if it interrupted the broadcast at all. I don't appear that it did, but
a senior, number 20, Colton Hodge.
We're doing our best. We're hopeful that St. Croix Central is going to put up a new press box and not build it of insulated signal blocking whatever material it is. And
Noah Sarar, a senior, number 57, Dylan Bienendahl, a senior, number 59.
District live stream and get that too.
A senior, number 8, Sam Fisher, a senior, number 15, Ela Ronan, a junior, number 51, Layden Gutman. Up and down.
Yeah, it's like a roller coaster here.
Appears to still be going, and you have it
Yeah, it's kind of
showing
choppy.
up here, and hopefully as we get going, it keeps on staying high. But the starting lineup for both when announcing their offense here, even on the road. Central finished out their roster here tonight, and fall is officially here as we dip down into the 30s, probably into the 20s tonight. By the time shortly after kickoff, I'd imagine. A little wind out there, and they start talking wind chills and stuff. So, good. How are you?
All right, Nick, I'm going to start to do this camera thing, so wish me luck.
All right, well.
Also,
yeah.
kick me in the behind if I'm, not paying attention. What?
We'll get to the ads.
Yep.
No, that wasn't my job.
driving by that, you pawned off the reading of the ads to someone else, and then someone else is new at that too. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, well, you can read, so I think you're going to be okay.
Are you sure about that? I like to say what I want to say. I don't know.
That's true.
Might ad-lib some of them.
That's okay. Except people will know if you've changed the wording of something that they've heard a ton of times. Gavin Sell doing some jumping jacks out there, ready to go. If you can't get excited for this game, Nick, I don't know what you can get excited for.
That's just it. I mean, it's cold in the stands right now. Those players their blood's flowing right now. They're nice and warm, and you start getting a couple of hits, and you make that first hit, or even you take that first hit, and you feel good. It's going to be nice and cool, but
what's the holdup? What just happened?
A TV timeout.
Central pulled their guys off the field. Did they call timeout? Nobody knows what's happened here.
Refs weren't ready yet.
Who wasn't ready? The TV? We were ready.
Well, making sure our signal is strong. They're checking with us to make sure, and Gus Corning will get level 2 playoffs underway, and the kick is deep, and just like in Baldwin, Central will start from their own 20-yard line. They are a lot of seniors, just like the Blackhawks. Senior quarterback is Caden Wester. You'll see a lot of Nussbaum, fullback. Again, Mason Sullivan, an exceptional receiver, and Panthers will start 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. Shifting around a little bit, and Wester going to give. There's the second man through. That's going to be number 8. That is Sam Fisher.
So some adjustments from the defense here. 5-man front, it appears, which we didn't have a ton. So it looks like we have a guy at least in that nosed position, which makes it a little harder to run midline. But also, obviously, that means you take out some defender at a different spot.
So Fisher picks up 4. They start with that. All 4 men in the backfield, and they'll come out tight. It's Fisher again. Pick up a couple. Or is it? Yeah, it's Fisher. He crosses the 25. Pick up 3 more. It'll be 3rd and 3. We talked about those short yardage that you want to get. And this is it, 3rd and 3. Wide open playbook.
Now, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but did Central do this thing where they kept guys in the backfield? And then
I don't believe so, no. And emotion them out like that, just a kind of a surprise, if you will. Or
well, it's to not give your strength.
Right.
Right. You have 3 guys that you're bringing up, 2 guys to one side, 1 guy to another, so you can't play a defense to a strong side.
They are unbalanced here this time, as they only have 2 this way. They're going to run to the right side here, away from us, and there goes Fisher that way. He's going to be across the 30, picks up that 1st down. Out to about the 31-yard line, 32-yard line. Sam Fisher, 3 carries.
3 carries, 12 yards?
Give him 5 on that one for 12 total. So they came out unbalanced. They had 2 linemen this way, so we got the center and quarterback, halfback, all person and half. It's 3.5 on this side, I mean, it's 7.5 that way. So Fisher up the middle again, out to the 35-yard line. Well, a lot of Sam Fisher here to start off with Central. Pick up 3, 2nd and 7. I do get my steps in here, kind of go back and forth. I go over here behind Carl, then I'll hide behind you. And Nussbaum up the middle, and he is brought down immediately. I'm pointing to the ground, I don't know if he lost the ball or not, but saying he's down.
Like Colin. Is that Colin?
Top by number 2, Fritz.
Colin Fritz on the tackle. Give Nussbaum a yard.
Short game brings up 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6.
Big
So
play.
this
Big
is,
play.
we talk a lot of difference in that 3rd and 3, but if it's a expect maybe a play action rollout from Fisher, the run pass option. It is Sullivan this way. Does this drop straight back. He's going to look across the middle towards Sullivan. That is knocked away on 3rd down. And incomplete. That was Ryan Wiedendahl, who had a huge block punt, scoop, and score last week right before half against Ellsworth. And so they do get a 1st down, but now after that, it is going to be a 4th down punt.
And Gavin's got to be careful there because you can't get down in the receiver's face and celebrate.
You can't take emotion out, but you don't want to do it on top of someone, so to speak. And the punt is away, and Gavin is, I don't know if he's calling for a fair catch there, or if he's waving people off. You'll have to ask Iowa fans on that one. However, Central does punt, and the Blackhawks will take over 1st and 10 from their own 36-yard line with their first possession.
And while we switch, Nick is going to try to read some.
A couple more sponsors. I'd like to thank all of our sponsors right away. Baldwin Greenhouse, Fireheim Langer, Nilson's Foods, St. Croix Garage Door, Strikers Lanes and Sports Bar, Timmerman Realty, St. Croix Custom Apparel, Baldwin Lightstream, CW Garage Door Distillation,
Distribution.
Fenner Jewelers,
You can pause now because we got
Shaler
to play
Financial
happening.
Service, and a few more to come later. It is Cal Smith taking a snap, does pump fake, and he'll run left, and he's got probably more yards this first carry than he did all last game against. So he crosses midfield inside the 45. Give him 18 yards on for Cal Smith on 1st and 10. They really bottled him up last time.
Well, that was something, huh?
Yeah, it's who's going to play, and not only going to play, but he's got pump fake and running on 1st down. And he's got twins out to the right. Hush in motion. Gonna fake
throw it
over the middle. He's got Colin Fritz down to 30, down to about the 20-yard line. Colin Fritz. Give him about 22 on that one.
So that was. What is Colin doing?
His tight end, this little pop pass.
He lost his mouth guard? Okay, sorry, I was drifting because I was watching.
Back to pass again. Colin Fritz again. Down inside the 15, down to about the 12-yard line goes Colin Fritz. So Cal Smith, 2 for 2, quick here out of the gates. Credit him with 9 more yards to Cal. Second and 1 from the 12, Hush in motion. They do give to him. Gets the edge inside the 10. He's got the 5 and
got it.
Hush Colton. Hush into the end zone. Blackhawks early. That is 12 yards. That is 6-0. Baldwin Woodville Blackhawks. Colton Hush. So, as you were saying, take the ball first, right? So Gus Croning here beyond to attempt to point after try and talk about a punch in the mouth. That's the first one there comes from Baldwin, and we'll see how Central reacts on their next possession. But Gus Croning, the kick is up. It is onto the new track, and the Blackhawks couldn't script an opening 2 possessions any better than that. It's 7-0 with 7:36 to go in the first quarter. I'd like to thank the rest of our sponsors. Precision Excavating Enterprises. Is that right?
Yep.
Precision something services. A-Star Concepts. A-Star Concrete. Culvers of Baldwin. Family Chiro Care. TNS Auto. Halverson Concrete Solutions. Whitecap Financial Advisors. Pete's Construction. American Family Insurance. CEM Fabricators. Western Wisconsin Health.
So
right.
Precision Truck Services and OEM Fabricators.
Okay. Whew, I only got to do that one more time. went to the chiropractor. Yeah, my neck and back have been so bad that it's actually been affecting my actual
Your vision?
too. Yeah.
Your vision?
Yeah. It's been very bad. He's been so busy I couldn't get in and got in and cracked good, and oh boy did I crack well. So again, that was Hush from 12 yards with 7:36 to go. And this kick will bounce in the end zone again. Gus Croning, 1 for 1 on extra points, 2 for 2, putting it in the end zone. And Central will have their second possession.
I'm going to give a shout out to myself for the smooth camera turn there, but I was so smooth and slow that I didn't get the what actually happened on the kick. So
okay, I'll wait for an advertisement since you talked on my there.
Yeah, bear with me.
Me too. I'm used to being able to pause and regroup while you do your thing, and I grab the wrong clipboard again, and I'm trying to do stats on top of this here.
We can switch if you want to do the camera.
Oh gosh, you guys want to watch the game, I think. Toss, gets the edge, gets across 25, he's gonna cross the 30, pick up the first down. That was Fisher, Sam Fisher, right?
Yep.
Go to him with 11. Sam Fisher, his 5th carry already. Which we kind of saw the opposite in Baldwin. It was Nussbaum pounding it, and then later on Fisher, after they kind of wore him out, just seemed to get that gap and get around the edge and run away from everyone.
And I think part of that might be some defensive adjustments too, because now it's not simply give, right?
Yep.
The dive is being taken away.
Counter, ball's on the ground, the ball
picked
up.
up.
Wiedendahl, 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
Ryan Wiedendahl, 2 weeks in a row. And touchdown, Blackhawks. Ryan Wiedendahl, punt return, scoop and score last week. Fumble recovery, scoop and score from about 25 yards. And the Blackhawks, 13-0.
Didn't have this one on my level 2 bingo card. Just like, I mean, it's just the reverse of what we saw before, right? A turnover and a quick response, and all of a sudden it's a wide margin and not much game done. What do we got here?
So just missed that. Must have been a false start, and
That's what they called, yeah.
and then you see the signal by the ref. That means it's untimed down. He's kind of waving his finger in the air like a lasso. Gus backs up 5. That don't matter too much. Through the uprights, and just like that, it is now 14-0 Baldwin Blackhawks. And on that note, whether cooking the perfect butter burger to order or scooping up our freshest batch of the flavor of the day, we work hard to ensure you will always leave happy. We know you have a lot to do and many options to choose from. So we appreciate when you take the time to visit Culver's of Baldwin. It might take a little longer.
At one point I was like, should I just start
do it from memory? Probably better. I don't really pay attention to you when you're reading them. I'm just kind of usually grabbing a drink of water or something there. And
yeah, responded to some text messages. Just taking care of business.
How am I supposed to see the scores that come through?
Topper can't give any scores of the Somerset game if it's not.
Oh, he'll find a way. So, I mean, yeah, I talk about getting momentum and stuff like that. It's holy cow, you got not a 3-0 at the start, but essentially, a 6-play drive. And then you go down and score, and then fumble snap, and he recovers it. So this one is not crossing the end zone. I believe that was Fisher again on the return. He crosses the 25 out to the 28-yard line,
Fisher returns the kickoff, tackle by
where the Panthers will start their 3rd possession, trailing 14-0. And then outside of Rice Lake game, this is, I'm guessing, probably some uncharted waters for Central. In that Rice Lake game, I want to say was like almost week 2 of.
I think it was the opening week in the middle border.
Middle border maybe. So, and this team is built more from from the being ahead. That being said, 7-18 in the first quarter. There's a lot of time left. They're not going to change their game plan one bit. It's going to be a toss this way. Fisher going to look to get the edge. Nice job there. Going to pick up about 10. Fisher. He's just shy.
But that's the dimension that defensive adjustments wants Central to do, right? I mean, you don't add a fifth guy if you want the fullback to get the ball.
Yep.
You're doing.
When players are, I'll say, equal talent. Nussbaum, Fisher. It's not like one is far. Ooh, bobble toss there, but Fisher does haul it in. He'll cross the 45. Well, they did give him 10 on the last one. Defensively, then, the more you can go down the progression, the better off you're going to be.
Right, because the more chances the ball has to touch the ground.
Something bad
right? The ball's
can
being
happen.
tossed backwards. The ball's being in the air.
If they're of equal, make them go through one more read, make them make one more chance at a mistake.
You know what I'm realizing, Nick? I didn't realize before how much I turn and look at you while I talk. It's a good play there by, is that Ben Peavy? Ben Peavy, Colton Hush.
Nussbaum. Going to be a loss of a couple there. Peavy on the tackle.
And you did say there's a ton of time left in this game, but this feels like a really big play.
3rd and 3, and yeah, I mean, it's talking about big play. This is something too early to even think of like a 4-down territory right around that midfield mark. You're at home and just being stunned. It wouldn't surprise me. But that being said, it's they're adjusting to their game plan as they're seeing something they're not used to from Baldwin. And I believe it's going to be a timeout here by St. Croix Central. Is it Central that's called it?
Yes.
So with 5:43, Central takes timeout in the first quarter, trailing 14-0. Firehelm Langer is a...
Do you want me to read it?
Yes.
Firehelm Langer is a CPA firm with offices in Baldwin, Ellsworth, and River Falls. At Firehelm Langer, our clients are our top priority. We offer the skills and expertise of a large CPA firm combined with the personal attention and responsiveness of a smaller firm. When you partner with us, we take the time to get to know you, understand your goals, and build a lasting professional relationship. We invite you to turn to us at Firehelm Langer for bookkeeping services, payroll services, financial projections, tax preparation, tax planning, and all of your accounting and tax needs. The market is changing. Take advantage of our combined 30-plus years of experience to guide you through it. Call Don at 715-684-9541 or Andrew at 715-928-0410 of Timmerman Realtors for all your realty needs. And I'll tell you what, Nick.
I feel like you said that a few times before. Go ahead.
Those
ads.
I don't know where Don Timmerman is, so let's play a game.
Where in the world is Don Timmerman?
Where in the world is Don Timmerman? Someone please send Nick or I a picture of Don Timmerman.
I did get news from our coaching staff down here. The delay of the game was in part due to a broken chain game. And nice job of reading the receiver. Gavin Salo, wheel route for the Panthers. Was in the face of the receiver. Receiver reacts to the ball coming. He turns, get a hand up on it, knocks it to the ground, and it falls incomplete.
I gotta ask, does it surprise you that they passed it on 3rd and 3?
Well, again, go down to having to change your game plan where 3rd and 3 in Baldwin, I guarantee they're going up the middle of Nussbaum. But now we got that middle stack, like you're saying, and he's got 2 carries for negative yards, as Gavin calls the fair catch, about the 32-yard line. And yeah, if you can get 1-2 yards there, you're probably going for a 4th down. But instead, they're punting, and now the Blackhawks take over, leading 14-0.
Precision Truck Service is a full-service heavy truck and trailer repair shop located in Baldwin and offering all types of general repair for heavy truck and trailer, diesel, mobile service, alignments, computer diagnostics, welding and fabrication, and sandblasting. As a Michelin heavy truck tire dealer, we offer best in pricing on Michelin, BFG, and Union Royal tire brands, balancing and installation. Give us a call at 715-760-0768 or stop in. We are located conveniently on the north side of Baldwin under the water tower.
So Haldorf goes in motion from the halfback, fullback position there, and swings out. They fake a little bubble screen. Cal Smith up the middle for nothing.
So Cal's second carry?
Second carry. Only our fifth offensive play, actually. Trips to the right, Holdorf to the right of him. Holdorf's going to get the carry, and he's going to go the wrong direction. Brought down in the backfield is Taden Holdorf.
I'm just going to say it, Nick. Let's start passing the ball.
Okay. So loss of 3 will bring up 3rd and long. I'm going to guess you're going to get your wish here.
I want bubble goal. And just go deep. Just
I mean, run Fritz up the seam again, and maybe come with Gavin underneath him.
No,
Fritz is coming out here now.
Yeah,
Gavin crosser.
Up the seam, and Gavin just deep.
Pressure, you have missed. It's the first guy missed. He's going to throw it up. He's got Viendahl again. Does he call it in? He does catch it down in the 29-yard line. Ryan Viendahl.
I apologize for the cameramanship there. It wasn't great, but you did get to see the catch. I anticipated Cal throwing the ball. He got flushed to the left. And a not 100% Cal Smith looks pretty darn good tonight.
Got credit Ryan with 40 yards on that pass reception. So first and is that a pass, I'm assuming, to Colin?
Colin pass, yep. He made the first guy miss.
Quick little pass.
Yep.
So pick up 4 yards there for Colin Fritz again. 3rd catch on the night already.
And if you're asking me why Nick can't see, it's because we have about a 6-foot gap in between windows where we're looking at plywood. So me through the camera, Nick through plywood. Oh, we got a wheel. Here it is.
To Hush again. Deep. Colton Hush. End zone. Touchdown Blackhawks. The wheel route. Colton Hush finds the end zone for the 2nd time. And the Baldwin Blackhawks are up 20-0 from 25 yards out. Cal Smith. Colton Hush. Touchdown. And Gus Croning does Gus Croning. And with 3:35 to go in the first quarter, the script is reversed. It's Baldwin Woodville Blackhawks 21, and Central still looking to get on the board.
St. Croix Garage Doors provides Western Wisconsin with top quality garage door sales, service, and installation. We proudly serve Baldwin, Hudson, Woodville, Richmond, River Falls, Stillwater, Menominee, and surrounding areas. Give Brian a call today at 715-781-8989 for a quote, install, or service. Since 1935, Baldwin Greenhouse has been serving Baldwin and the surrounding area by offering the freshest flowers and plants and gifts for any occasion. Some of the flowers and many of the plants are grown right on site. They'd love to help with anything you need. Give them a call at 715-684-2104 or visit online at baldwingreenhouse.com.
So, if I would have said the score was 21-0 and Baldwin's ran 9 plays on offense, you'd be like, oh no, oh no. Yeah. But when Cal Smith is 5 for 5 for 100 yards.
Yep, when Cal Smith is doing Cal Smith things.
And scoop and a score from Viendahl. Hush has found the end zone twice.
And Gavin still hasn't touched it.
Kick is going to be higher, down to about the 4-yard line. Fisher is going to take it there. He's going to be about the 25 and down to about the 27-yard line. So Fisher, 22 on the return. Panthers will take over. 1st and 10, trying to get something going here.
Precision Excavating Enterprises is a full-service excavating, grading, and trucking contractor located in Baldwin, offering all types of residential and commercial earth moving, septic systems, demolition, landscaping, driveways, and building sites. Our trucking division offers dump truck, grain hopper, and flatbed hauling services, sand, gravel, fill delivery, serving the Baldwin and western Wisconsin areas. Give us a call at 715-760-0768 for free estimates. And there he goes.
And Nussbaum makes the first guy miss, and he is going to go 72 yards into the end zone, just like that. St. Croix Central on the board. They needed a big play. Nussbaum delivers, breaks a tackle, 21-6.
was just a design give, and I think we maybe stunted to the right, left a hole, missed kind of a grab tackle, and
he was gone.
He was definitely gone.
Extra point, up, and good. So at 3:16 in the first quarter, we have 28 points on the board already. It is the Baldwin Woodville Blackhawks 21 and the St. Croix Central Panthers 7. So now, I mean, yeah, you got that big play there by the Panthers. You're going to come back on offense. If you can do anything, I know you would want a quick strike back, but if you can sustain a drive, come down, and answer like that, that'd be the best kind of drive you could have. Go ahead, Reed.
A-Star Concrete Pumping is proud to be family-owned and operated in Wisconsin. We pride ourselves on maintaining a high-quality, unique fleet and very knowledgeable staff to complete all projects. From smaller residential projects to large-scale commercial enterprises, A-Star Concrete Pumping has the equipment, staff, and experience to handle all of your concrete needs. Contact them at 715-246-3920. Quite a game here, Nick.
Yeah, and now again, I talked about, if one team finds themselves down by a couple scores, I think it's way too early to do any kind of thing like an onside kick, but yet you just got to be ready for that. Big play like that could lead into more, especially when defensively, you haven't had an answer for this Blackhawk offense this week, but you'd like to think that they'll change. You don't want to give a short field, but anything can happen right now, and you always got to be like, do the first thing first on punts. Make sure they punt it, then worry about returning it. Make sure this goes deep. Then we'll if you got to get it from their 15, from the 20-yard line, that drive is much better than giving them the ball back.
We've had an awful lot of activity for being only 8 minutes and 44 seconds into the game.
And we talked about a lot opposite. I mean, the game in Baldwin was so fast because Central was, again, 6-7 yards of crack, and the clock just didn't stop running. From the 24, it's going to be Hush. Makes the guy miss. Makes another guy miss. Stays on speed. He spins. Colton Hush. He's going to cross midfield. Down 45. Down to about the 40-yard line. Colton Hush. A beautiful return.
Number 20, Hush with the return, backed by number 2.
Give him about 35 yards in that return. Colton Hush. He ran one in. Got one. He was close to returning the kickoff right there for one.
Yeah, Colton Hush is he's a gamer.
He as good as he is at wrestling, he's not ready to start wrestling practice yet.
Do you blame him?
No, no.
I got nothing against wrestlers.
I don't either.
They would beat me up.
But, I mean, and it's nothing against football practice, but I don't think he wants to go to those practices. And so there's a fake pass, and Cal's going to buzz to the left.
I think we got a hold.
And I don't see a flag down, do you?
Yes. Sitting on the 38-yard line.
I see Carl's shoulder.
And I also think, is it Landon? Not Landon, Ben Peavy there? Holding his hand, or maybe that's DeShane. Somebody may have ordered more cowbell.
So a 2-yard rush, actually, and it'll be 1st and 18. 1st and 19.
Well, you know what I think, Nick?
Go deep.
Well, at least throw the ball. But we're in the boundary there, so.
Central's side of midfield.
It's Gavin.
Gavin takes a snap. He's going to get inside the original line of scrimmage, cross the 40. Down to about the 38-yard line. Gavin Sell picks up 11 on 2nd and long.
So where is? Okay, here comes Cal back. I'm like, where is Cal's got to be in the field?
Little wrinkle there. I didn't see, was he lined up as a receiver there or not? Let's see. Let's replay.
Cal
was in the slot there on the left side. Yep. Now the traditional Cal. Alongside him, Taden Haldorf. Riendahl in motion, and this one's going to be whistled dead right away.
I didn't see the bottom of the screen, but Gavin coming off the ball quick.
I saw either 2 or 3 fingers go up, so it was either Gavin or Colin. So 2nd and 8 becomes 2nd and 13 now. So we talk about getting that lead early now, and back-to-back penalties. You have a holding, turn around, get 11 yards, and a 5-yard penalty, pre-snap. Ooh, I don't know about that at all. Wow.
Could you see it on my?
Yeah, that was. I don't know.
Was it Gavin?
I don't know.
Okay.
And the Blackhawks with 1:39 will take a timeout, leading 21-7.
Nielsen's Foods has been serving communities since 1903. We offer full-service caribou coffee, bakery, deli, and meat departments. We pride ourselves with our award-winning Nielsen's Market meats and our friendly staff. Nielsen's vision is to build a strong family of customers and employees by delivering superior service to our customers, offering employee growth opportunities, reinvesting in our stores, and serving in our communities. And that might do it for first half ads to read, which I'm okay with because that allows me to do a better job as the cameraman, maybe?
So one thing I don't know, I mean, being a Viking fan on Monday night, you saw when they ran that one play where Addison was 3rd and long, and you see Coach Kevin O'Connell come up to the official and say, watch number 3. You know, like, hey, we're running a play, kind of setting him up for a hold. And I wonder if, we do get good starts quite often as a receiver, and I want, as a coach, are they implanting that in the ref's head a lot of times? The one thing about officials, you have one guy in front of each bench the entire game.
Right.
So
yeah,
they're telling them, hey,
yeah, you're working him.
They get early starts. They get early starts. And there he goes. And so fake the Viendahl. Cal goes over the middle. He's going to overthrow Gavin Sell on the crossing route. So Cal's first incompletion of the night.
Well, you don't throw it on 2nd and 13 if you're not going to throw it on 3rd and 13.
And one thing that, I don't know if Coach Kiefer's got in his repertoire, but if we could do like a halfback middle screen.
Yeah, it's not.
Like let the receivers all run deep and just get a little right up the middle. Fake. Oh, just over the reach of Colin Fritz. That little pocket pass again. Going to fall incomplete. So,
you know what I say, Nick?
The great return.
If you're not willing to throw it on 3rd and 13, or if you are, you better be willing to throw it on 4th and 13. And we're going to punt.
Well, they're lining up to punt. We know maybe they're just faking it out with Gus not throwing the ball all year. I don't know.
Gus is a soccer player, man. He knows how to use his feet. He ain't going to use his hands.
But great kick return. There's 2 mental mistakes of a hold on what would have been a first down. And then he had a poor punt here. This one would go way out of bounds. And Central's going to have great field position to start here, considering the fact that the Blackhawks essentially go 3 and out. But the Panthers will take over on their own 31-yard line. So
it would have been just as, what do you get? Not even 13 yards of field position back? Did the chains even move?
They might not have, and he might have punted for the first down, but the good news is, though, he did get it off and get 13 yards with that rush. Again, get the punt off. It's better than nothing. So Central looking to answer back. Going deep, and he's got him. Mason Sullivan over his shoulder. He's going to haul that one in. Mason Sullivan. 34 yards.
That ball was a little bit underthrown. If he put that ahead of him, that's a touchdown, and it's 14-21. And we're still in the first quarter.
So the first completion for Nussbaum goes to Sullivan. Up the middle this time. Nussbaum's going to have it. Nussbaum's going to try and find the end zone. Nussbaum's got an angle. Oh, sorry, but Wester, rather.
Yeah, because that was quarterback.
Yep. Wester, 32 yards. First down. Caden Wester. So we talk about make sure that they give it up. That time he takes it for 32 yards. First and goal from the 3 Panthers. Ooh, Nussbaum's going to take it. Nussbaum's going to fight for extra yards. Goes off a guy.
don't think he's in.
And looks like, the arms aren't going up quite yet. Credit him with 2 yards for Nussbaum, and it'll be second and very short.
Both men placed on the 1-yard line.
That's inside the 1. That's this is a don't just take it quarterback. You don't.
Nussbaum
He's
takes it, kind of goes up and over. Nussbaum, 8 seconds to go, into the end zone. Just like that, 13 unanswered with a point after try yet to come. Central clawed right back into it.
Yeah, now if you would have told me before the game that it was going to be 21-14 after the first quarter, I'd have said, okay, yeah, I believe that.
And the quarter's not over yet. Gavin trying to time it off the edge. However, he gets a nice little block there from there. And the extra point is up, and the extra point is good. St. Croix Central, 14 unanswered now. It's 21-14 Baldwin.
You got those scoring plays you're writing down?
Yep.
Perfect.
If I can read it. My handwriting's not very good either, but my memory's better.
Well, I'm going to have to read it because I'm going to be the one that puts it in the computer.
No, well, good luck with that then. I'll rewrite it down for you. Yeah, very entertaining first half. It reminds me kind of Adam's friendship last year.
Oh yeah.
Except that was more just back and forth. This one was Baldwin 21 unanswered. Now St. Croix 14 unanswered. Again, Baldwin, this drive, go penalty free. That's got to be your goal here. Go penalty free. Don't turn the ball over. And I think you will end up scoring. With 8 seconds to go here in the first quarter. So. Again.
Panthers at the Blackhawk 36.
First and 10, Panthers from the Blackhawk 36. Up the middle is Nussbaum. He's going to go spin around at the first hit and keeps those feet going. Positive yards for Nussbaum on first down, and finally the White Hat gives a signal that, hey, enough's enough for the first quarter. Let's flip ends. Let's start over, do it again in the second quarter, where the Blackhawks will be leading 21-14.
And I'm going to thank all of our sponsors here at Blackhawk TV, Baldwin Greenhouse, Firehelm Langer, Nielsen's Food, St. Croix Garage Door, Strikers Lanes and Sports Bar, Timmerman Realty, St. Croix Custom Apparel, Baldwin Lightstream, CW Garage Door Distribution, Fenner and Jewelers, Schaefer Financial Services, Precision Excavating Enterprises, Precision Truck Service, A-Star Concrete, Culvers of Baldwin, Family Chiro Care, TMS Auto, Helverson Concrete Solutions, Whitecap Financial Advisors, Pete's Construction, American Family Insurance, OEM Fabricators, and Western Wisconsin Health. Thank you to all of our Blackhawk TV sponsors.
Yeah, so again, very entertaining first quarter. You got Nussbaum with 5 carries, 76 yards already. He found the end zone twice for St. Croix Central after starting out down 21. We had Colton Hush going in from 12 yards out on the run to start the scoring off, and followed off by Ryan Viendahl. Fumble recovery, scampered in the end zone, and it was Cal Smith finding Colton Hush from 25 to get that 21-point lead, and now Central looking to totally erase it here. It's at 2nd and 6, start of the second quarter. Lester going to keep, and he's up the middle. He's got a seam. He's going to upend it down to about the 20-yard line goes Caden Wester. Give him 12 more.
Number 17, Johansson, results in a Panther. First down.
1st and 10, Panthers from the 20-yard line. Over 150 rushing yards now for St. Croix Central. Just over a quarter of play. Up the middle, Nussbaum. Cut at him with about 3 yards or so. Be 2nd and 7 for St. Croix Central. "17-yard line of the Blackhawks. Toss, cuts it in up the block, kind of trips up, down, and just shy of the first down. It'll be about 3rd and 1. Fisher picking up 6 more.
Tackled by number 25, Holborn. Brings up 3rd and short.
Fisher now 8 carries, 54 yards. So the 3-headed monster. "17 rushing attempts for Central. Make it 18 as Fisher follows the lead block. He will have the first down to about the 6 or 7 yard line. 1st and goal, Central.
Results in a Panther. Touchdown. 1st and goal from the 7.
1st and goal from the 7 yard line. Just inside 10.5 to go. And what was a quiet crowd of Central saying, hey, we have plenty of time. And took that one noose bomb play, and just like that, you blink an eye, and there's a keep. Pumps fake, and he's going to be stood up. He's going to pick up a yard or so, maybe.
When did
maybe
when did we score our 3rd touchdown? At 3:35 of the 1st quarter. And here we are. I mean, obviously this drive is taking a little bit longer, but we score to go up 21-0 with 3:35 left in quarter number 1, and they have the ball at the 30-yard line at the end of the 1st quarter, looking for the tie. Like, it all happened so fast.
Second and goal from the 5. This has got Sullivan written all over if they don't. Be careful, and that's going to be a false start there too. Yep, that one. Little jump there a little early, so it's going to be back them up 5, 2nd and 10. So first penalty against St. Croix Central tonight. 2nd and goal from the 10. They do have a very good field goal kicker as well, but hopefully can make a decision here and see what they do. But for right now, Wester's got 2nd and goal from the 10. He's going to keep. It spins out the first tackle. Going to get down to about the 6, 7 yard line. Cut him.
Wester with the keeper.
About 4 more yards there on 2nd and goal. It'll be 3rd and goal from the 6.
3rd and goal from the 6.
.8:45 to go here in the first half. 35 points on the board already. Central trying to make it 41 with their 3rd touchdown of the evening. It's 3rd and goal from the 6. The slots to the left there. Up the middle is going to be Nussbaum. He's going to try and get in for the 3rd time. He is held up. He is going to be down to about the 2 yard line where he's going to be short. It'll be 4th and goal from the 2.
Takes it down to the 1 yard line.
So I would imagine they're going to just go for it here. I mean, if you don't get it, you're going to give them the ball at the 2 yard line or so. And the St. Croix Central fans here are super excited, and they got these cowbells going. I don't know if they realize that they're on offense, but 4th and goal from the 2, inside 8. And I'm guessing it's going to be Nussbaum in the middle, but and it's going to be a 2nd man through. And he's going to go head over heels. And if he's in, he's going to put his arms up, and his arms are not up. He's going to be marking him short.
Yeah,
they're turning around facing this way. Arm comes up. Credit them with 1 yard. I don't know if it was a fumble or not.
I think it might have been a fumble.
I don't know if it was a fumble. Regardless, it was apparently the ball did not cross the plane. They're talking about it now. So The only thing is if he fumbled it into the end zone or they recovered it, well, that'd be the best case scenario. But
Yeah, for
but
sure.
1 yard. So you can't really go much farther than 99.8 yards on a drive. But right now, if Blackhawks you stave off the potential tying touchdown momentarily and take over from your own goal line.
Oh boy! Oh, is there a hold in the end zone?
That's not a good sign
There's
there
a
when that
hold in the
flag
end
comes
zone.
out.
It's a safety.
If it's a hold in the end zone, it is a safety.
And we got someone down too.
And it's Gavin's down. There it is, holding. Offense, loss of a yard. So they don't get the touchdown. However, they get 2 points as a result of it, and they're going to get the ball back. And Gavin is yet to get up. So that'll be 21-16 as Gavin is helped up here, and he's
Corner. Blackhawks 21, Panthers 16. Blackhawks will be kicking off to the Panthers.
so now you end up kicking off from your own 20. You can either do, likely I would imagine, a kickoff. You have the choice of kickoff or punt. I mean, he seems to be get a better leg at it when he's running start like that.
Yeah, but typically teams choose to punt because you
get the 10 extra yards. You don't lose off the snap when you're punting it, but
you kick it higher so you have a better coverage. We're having all sorts of signal roller coasters, but it's weird because the speed is fine, but the quality apparently is not. So at halftime, I'm gonna go get I'm gonna go grab a phone from a parent that's gonna borrow us their hotspot.
I didn't see where Gavin ended up going off on the sideline there, but we'll see if we can't keep an eye on what's happening with him.
Did you write that scoring play down?
I did not write the safety down, no.
And the winter athletes for St. Croix Central, they don't want Gavin to be hurt either because they're going to need him for hockey.
Quoting setting to kick off for the Blackhawks.
And they do try and put it on a tee, I think.
I was going to say, what are we kicking the ball like that for? That's like an onside.
I was going to say that usually. So someone came in there to hold it, but you want the kicker to put it how he wants it. And he does kind of. It's Colton Hush coming in and saying, hey, wait a minute, Gus, put it on the tee how you like it. Make sure we get this kickoff. Gus gets a good leg under it. Backpedaling at about the 36-yard line. Across midfield. Down to about the Blackhawk 47, where Central will take over, trailing by 5. I didn't see who was on the return, did you? Second and 7 for the Panthers from the Blackhawk 44. Drop back the pass. And he's got Sullivan. He's going to overthrow Mason Sullivan. He had a streaking Sullivan who was looking to get in the end zone and give St. Croix Central a lead. However, it does fall incomplete. 3rd and 7. Panthers. So, Sullivan had a step.
He had more than a step, I think.
Or two. Wester overthrew him. Tough to do. This time Sullivan comes this way. It's going to be up the middle. And Nussbaum is going to have very close to a first down. And give him 7, give him the first down. 3rd and 7. Nussbaum goes for 7. Now 93 yards for Nussbaum. Down to the 37-yard line. First and 10. Slot to the right. Wester gives a Nussbaum again up the middle. He pushes the pile down again for give him 8-9 more yards. 8 yards for Nussbaum on 1st and 10. So that's up 2nd and short.
So 8.5 minutes all Blackhawks, and now every minute since then's been really all Panthers.
Oh, he keeps put the whistle there. Another false start. Sullivan, he's pointing to Sullivan as he got a jump, so it becomes 2nd and 7. 5:34 to go here. Very entertaining first half. 21 straight for the Blackhawks, answered by 16 straight and driving for the Panthers. On the 33-yard line of the Blackhawks. 2nd and 7. Drop back to pass. Fritz is coming off the edge. He's going to step inside that, and he's going to run. He's going to pick up the first down. So just slips inside of a blitz and Fritz.
By number 25, Holdor. And that's a Panther. First
Oh,
down.
1st and 10. Panthers from the 24-yard line. It's not an easy guy to miss there. And Colin Fritz, usually he gets a beat on the quarterback, and he's going to go down. He's just pushed a little bit wide. Didn't give him much of a block, but enough to push him wide. And Wester able to step up inside, and coach wants a timeout.
The concession stand has brought the St. Croix Central live streamers soup.
Can you distract them somehow? And
I just want to throw that out there. That's soup, right, Brian? No, it looks fantastic.
Smells like chicken noodle all the way from over here. I don't know.
It does. What kind of soup is that?
You know what's
soup.
funny? I had someone here. I said it smells like chicken noodle, and the first thing Carl goes, "It's cheeseburger soup."
Carl's never been fooled. And that's why
I don't know how that young girl made it past Carl with 5 things of soup.
and the funny thing is, Carl's nose doesn't deceive him, and he's eating a sucker. So he's eating something else, but he can clearly identify cheeseburger.
I know. I just said it smells like chicken noodle, and the guy looked at me like I just committed a crime or something. Like, not chicken noodle, that's cheeseburger.
That's good stuff.
So timeout. Coach Kiefer and the Blackhawks, their 2nd timeout in the first half, and 1st and 10 for the Panthers from the 24-yard line. But, safety, when teams are getting extra points like they have been, safety really throws a wrinkle and start making you think about going for 2.
Well, they'd have to. You'd want to go up 4.
Yeah, now.
Or excuse me, 3.
Drops back to pass again. He's going to over the top the middle, diving Sullivan, just out of his reach. Incomplete. Wester. Just out of the reach of Sullivan again.
As a fan of football, I like them throwing the ball to Sullivan more than ignoring him for, the vast majority of the game. As a fan of the team playing the St. Croix Central Panthers, I'd like for them to ignore him for long periods of time.
But it's not like their running game isn't doing it again. So, right now Wester just one of 5. 2nd and 10. Up the middle, Nussbaum pushes the pile. That's just a pile of them going down to the 20-yard line. Give them 4 on 2nd and 10. Brings up 3rd and 6.
By number 55, Sarar.
Over 200 yards rushing now for the Panthers. 3rd and 6. From here, likely a 4-down territory. Would be a 37, 38-yard field goal-ish. Instead, up the middle, Nussbaum. He ain't going to go field goal. He's going to go down to that 1-yard line. Nussbaum. Give him 19 more, 18 more. First and goal from the two Panthers. Just stumbled down, trying to get in the end zone for the third time tonight.
And I don't know if you pointed out, Gavin Sell is back on the field. He's
And once again, it's going to be a quick start here by the Panthers, and it'll back them up 5. So Nussbaum was getting the ball there, and he was getting into the end zone. That false start had nothing to do with him scoring there. But
you know, it's one of those things where they couldn't score from the 1, so maybe they just try to give themselves some extra room.
A little bit. Boy, again, I don't know who. First and goal from the 7. Up the middle. He stood up this time. Maybe a yard. Down to the 6. Second and goal from the 6. I mean, that false start, I'd mirror the one that he called against us, which I think he was calling it on Sullivan, the tight end at the time.
So would they blow it dead? I know that Dan had expressed to me that he thought that they weren't, the last guy wasn't fully set for a second. Would they blow that dead?
No, if it's not set for a second, that's an illegal shift.
So they would let that play out.
Or, sorry, it's illegal motion. And the Blackhawks do shift their defense there. Up the middle. Credit about 2 yards. Third and goal inside, 3 minutes to go. Fisher goes for 2 more. You got the ball a lot early. There's been a lot of Nussbaum since then. That's only his 11th carry. I say only 11 because I think he had like 8 of the first 10.
Yeah. Well, and 100 last week. Or last time we played. So they elect to go for it. Oh, I guess it's only third down.
Third down, I would go for it too.
Yeah, makes sense.
Split each way. Wester's going to keep. Wester's going to go in. And the Panthers erase the 21-point deficit. And they have the lead 22-21. Touchdown, Panthers.
Now, I'm a little surprised that they are bringing their point after team in, because when you're up 1, if they make that, in the event that there's no more scoring, a field goal is going to win the game for the Blackhawks.
Right. I think they will be. Here's why they're faking it. And the throw up and
no good.
Incomplete. So it was a 2-point try. Non-traditional way.
I just feel like for a team that can do a lot of what they want to do on the ground.
Right. I didn't see who their holder was there, I guess, but I mean they did have Sullivan going out, you know, and you're trying again the surprise factor of it. I mean they throw it up to Sullivan 1-on-1. That's a very good 2-point conversion attempt, I would say.
Right.
So just doing it in a non-traditional way, unfortunately, for the Panthers is unsuccessful. But they will now lead 22-21.
So 9 game minutes later,
yeah,
the 21 lead turns into a 21-22 deficit.
Well, they were 3:16 to go. Was when
Colton scored number 3, right?
Nussbaum scored 3:16 to go.
But we scored at 3:35.
3:35, yeah. So 13 minutes.
It's crazy.
13 minutes of game time.
And now we're going to get the ball back on offense for the first time in what feels like 13
Forever.
game minutes.
And important to know we do get the ball first in the second half as well. If nothing else, you need to go to the half down 22-21.
Correct.
You need to find a way to get a first down. Do not get a 3-and-out. They have 2 timeouts left. Find a way to get that first down, and then, you know, put a couple of them together. Maybe go down, get a field goal, or even get into the end zone before half. The ball must have fell off the tee there. I was waiting for the pick. And And if you do see a St. Croix Central fan or broadcaster go through the screen, it's because he's talking about how good the soup is, and Nygaard might just throw him over out of the window here. But kickoff return across the 30. 2:04 to go in the first half. Blackhawks trail for the first time, but one timeout left for the Blackhawks. Again, Panthers still have 2. How aggressive are you right now if you're Coach Kiefer?
That's a good question because, like you said, worst case scenario, you have to go in 22-21. I'd probably work the perimeter with like, a funnel pass, a bubble pass. See if you can get something going here.
I like a first
high
down
percentage
run.
completion.
He's going to throw over the middle. How about throwing it deep to Monacan right away? Oh, he's going to turn on the afterburners. How about erase that deficit? How about 69 yards? I don't see a flag. That was a short-lived lead there.
I guess that works.
I mean, I wouldn't run the ball. I don't know why you said that.
I didn't say run. I said a high percentage completion. I
That
guess
was very high percentage.
I guess that works, right?
Monacan hauls in his first reception probably in a few weeks, isn't it, Ben?
Yeah, he had that two touchdown game earlier this year. I don't believe he scored one since. That's his first catch he's had since his thumb injury. Cameraman work was it kind of skipped. It looks like, but now with a 5-point lead, you go for 2 to try to make it a 7-point lead.
Move the ball over the left and double slot. Hush goes in motion. Snap. Going to throw a little wheel route, and Hush is going to have it. He does not maintain it. 2-point attempt. He had him. He's got to kind of lay that out a little bit more. I think he just kind of tried taking too much off there. Unfortunately, 2-point conversion for the Blackhawks falls short. Fortunately, they do regain the lead. Now up 27-22.
And he was really close to the goal line too. That's what makes that so weird.
And this kickoff is going to bounce all the way down to the 6-yard line where he has to take it. Ooh.
Block in the back, please.
So the return now flip the roll here as the Panthers come back to only their 20-21 yard line. If you're a Panther, you can't go to half trailing by more than 27-22.
Right.
So how aggressive are you now if you're going to St. Croix Central?
I just run the ball.
I mean,
and maybe throw it to Sullivan.
That's the thing is their main offense is their running game.
Yeah.
Give it to Nussbaum or Fisher and hope to get a big pop on first down here, but Lester does keep it. Looks to get the edge. And he's going to pick up about 3.
Wester with the keeper.
So inside a minute and a half to go, and not overly fast for the Panthers.
Gain of 3.
2nd and 7. We did see back in ball when they did get one Sullivan down deep right before half. And they're going to go deep to Sullivan. Hush is back there. He's got it. He's picked him off from the 41. Hush has found 2 ways in the end zone. Can he find the 3rd? He finds a block. He's going to get out at 25-yard line. Colton Hush, a flag comes flying in.
That's a late hit.
Late hit? Well, he's moving the flag up, so it's usually a spot foul if he's moving it up.
So that wouldn't be a late hit. It looked like everybody was pointing.
So it is, but it will be after the play. They did move the flag up, so it looks like where did they spot the 25? So it'll be probably 10 yards from the end of the run, 25. So 35-yard line or so.
So block in the back, is that the call there? Hold?
I guess
Holding against the Blackhawks.
But hey, you take it right now. You're 1st and 10 from the 35 of the Panthers, and again we talked about if you're Central, you don't want to go in down by more than 5. Now here Blackhawks into the wind, have a good field goal kicker, but 63 seconds remaining. Cal drop back. He's going to throw a wheel route. Ryan Mino's wide open, and he just couldn't get spun around. Ryan had a little wheel route and got up and just spun him a little too much. Fall first time, he's only going to get about a yard. Now, if you're hit, why would why take it there? I would have let time run down.
Oh,
maybe.
yeah, that's a bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, you let it run down to like 7 seconds. You take one shot. And for those of you that are watching, we're going to try to figure out the laggy stuff at half. We're gonna switch to another signal.
Signal.
Yeah, it's weird because we have. I mean, it's a bit rate thing, and our rate seems to be fine, but the quality is not, and it's not something that I've seen a lot. So we're gonna try Verizon at half, and
I kind of want to try cheeseburger soup at half.
I think you should.
I gotta fight through Carl to get in line though. He's close to me right now. I'm gonna get on this side of him, so beat him to that concession stand, that soup.
Carl's gonna just order all the soup. All right, so with 18-9, they put a second back on.
19 seconds to go in the first half. 4th and 10 for the Blackhawks. Just get the throw off here. He's got Hush on a wheel route. Same thing.
He just didn't turn and look.
Yeah, he's got to look a little earlier maybe. So 15 seconds to go. That pass falls incomplete.
I don't know. I'm puzzled at the clock management on that one. Now, obviously, if he catches it and he gets tackled and there's 6 seconds left, yeah, the half is over. But we had this happen here 2 years ago.
Yeah, and I mean, they do have 65 yards to go, but we saw Nussbaum go 71.
Are they just going to kneel it?
It does appear that they will with 15 seconds to go. Wester, make sure he kneels. He does. Wester will take a knee. And the Blackhawks come out 21. Central comes back, puts up 22 quick. Answered one play later by the Blackhawks. Finds us at a halftime score. Baldwin Woodville 27, St. Croix Central 22. And as Jeremy said, we're going to turn it off real quick and we will be back in about 10-15 minutes. Be back, check it out, and we'll have a new source for some internet for you. 15. A safety at 7:28, minute 21-16. Wester in from 4 yards out, made it 22-21. Panthers their first lead of the half or the game. Quickly answered by a 69-yard Monacan reception from Cal Smith, which is where we stand right now. Baldwin leading 27-22. Opening kickoff picked up by Ryan Viendahl out to about the 38-yard line where the Blackhawks will start first possession of the second half. Good field position.
Update on what happened here at halftime. I spent all half trying to make the broadcast better. I actually made it worse by switching to a Verizon hotspot, and now we're back to our original T-Mobile. If you're annoyed by the lagging, which I certainly would be, I'd flip over to the central stream because we just
Viendahl on the sweep.
Don't have any other options from a connectivity standpoint. So our apologies. We obviously want to have the best product you can provide, but we're limited by technology. So what you see is what we'll have for the duration of the game. But if you flip over Central, I know they're connected here, and they're not lagging. I can assure you that because I'm watching it.
Just get a second TV and watch them both. It's a quick pass here. Colin Fritz going to be forced out of bounds right about midfield. So a first down, he crosses midfield. And Colin's fourth catch of the night. Leading the Blackhawks in receptions-wise, 41 yards. Cal Smith first half, 7-11 for 170 yards. The 2 touchdowns, one to Monacan and one to Hush. Gavin Sowell was held to 1 rushing attempt and 1 reception.
Wow, Colin absolutely blew a dude up.
He did blow a dude up. And a quick pass to Ryan Viendahl. 13 more yards.
Results in a Blackhawk first down.
Blackhawk first down.
Ball is on the 36.
I believe that's Ryan's first catch.
Oh, we're going to get the...
Over the middle. Gavin Sell is going to have it. Down to the 4-yard line. First down.
Smith's pass complete to number 3. Sell, tackled by number 12, Bonham. First and goal from the 4.
First and goal from the 4.
one.
Third and goal from the
Inside
1. We saw Central have this predicament in the first half where Ball was able to stuff them. Cal's going to fake. Cal's going to go in.
Yep, touchdown.
Touchdown, Blackhawks. Opening drive of the second half.
Blackhawk touchdown.
Touchdown, Cal Smith. 1 yard out. 33-22, 11-point game. I mean, at this point, 12-13. I take the point right now.
Absolutely.
I don't know. And looks like they're going to disagree with us like usual. It's a coin flip either way. I mean, he did move the ball very successfully there. Keep it going. Cal does fake. Does get hit in the backfield though. The 2-point conversion is no good. However, a successful opening drive for the Blackhawks. Builds the lead back up, 33-22.
I want to thank all of our sponsors here at Blackhawk TV. If you can hear us and you're still with us, Baldwin Greenhouse, Firehelm Langer, Nielsen's Food, St. Croix Garage Door, Strikers Lanes and Sports Bar, Timmerman Realty, St. Croix Custom Apparel, Baldwin.
Is it, do you go for it on 4th down? Do you run it? Do you pass it? It's all how you're feeling at that point. They marched down, felt they had it. Hey.
That's a good kick.
Opening kickoff is going to take them back to about the half-yard line. Where it returned, he will cross the 25 out to about the 26-yard line. And as much as the people to our right are yelling for holding, I don't know if there was one. Oh, there is one down, I guess. But I hear, yeah, they got it. He saw it all along.
Holding on to the Panthers.
And it was a holding. He was right. I wasn't doubting him.
I feel like you might have been doubting him.
You come stand behind Carl and you tell me what you see.
Carl. I did it in Prescott. You see Carl.
So it was a hold against the Panthers on the return.
We're going to keep doing our thing here. We're going to keep broadcasting with the lag, and I know that it's annoying, and it's annoying for me to look down and see it. So like I've mentioned, Central's stream, great video quality. So if you want to not deal with the lag, I would switch over.
Wester on the carry.
Tackled by Johansson.
Put some offensive points up. Now 31, you said at halftime?
30 to 21.
30 at halftime. 2nd and 13. Wester going to cross the 10 again. Back to where they were at prior to the false start. Back to about 3rd and 8. That was rushing attempt number 35 for St. Croix Central.
They've ran, and they've run 3 to every one of our plays tonight.
And 6 passes, so 41 plays. Counter coming this way. He's going to get about the 25, 26-yard line.
No, not the 25, it was 16.
Oh, sorry, 15-yard line. There you go, sorry. Who was that on the carry? 0? Number 8? No, that was 8. That was Fisher.
Fisher with the carry. Tackled by 25, Holdorf.
So something we haven't seen too much of, especially lately. Central back to punt.
It's an excellent long snap.
Up, and it's a short punt. Gavin's calling for fair catch at about the 43-yard line. So very good field position for the Blackhawks on their second possession of the second half, leading by 11.
Signal for fair catch by Sell.
Whether we're cooking the perfect butterbur to order or scooping up our freshest batch of the flavor of the day, we'll work that off and make that a much larger play. It's going to be Cal up the middle. He's going to get about 4. Across the 40.
Smith with the keeper, tackled by number 18, Sanders.
Is it 4 for Cal here?
4 for Cal. Actually, well, it says 3rd and 7. Is that?
3rd and 7 from the 40.
Okay, so gain of 2 for Cal. Gavin ran back to signal something to the coaches. I'm curious what he saw.
From the 40, quick little pass out to Fritz.
Incomplete, I'm assuming.
Looks like I couldn't tell if he called it in or not, but will be incomplete. Be a 4th and about 7 from the 40.
Brings a foot down.
To fix a couple stats there. For some reason, whoever designed the stat sheet has the rushes going top to bottom and receiving going left to right, and that confused me a little bit. 4th and about long, 6 here for the Blackhawks from the Panther 40. Cal does take the snap. Got a little late start going. Hit as he throws. It will fall incomplete. And the Panthers, I don't know if it was supposed to snap as the receivers on the far side. We're looking back like what just happened there? He snapped it. Before he knew it, Cal was getting hit. Panthers force turnover on downs, and they'll have the ball on their own 40-yard line with their second possession of the second half.
And they're going to start this drive. I'm not even have time to read an ad.
Wester under center. He's going to toss. Oh, Colin blew that up. Forced him back into Jackson Johansson. He'll wrap him up. Fisher gets a yard.
Knocked by 17, Johansson.
Fisher quiet of late now, only 66 yards on 13 carries. He had a
Gain of 1.
bunch early.
2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 for Wester. Sullivan split wide to the right, top of your screen. Up the middle, Nussbaum. Nope. Sorry. Caden Wester keeps. Going to pick up about 3 more.
Number 6, Wester with the keeper.
Wester picks up 3.
Tackled by 17, Johansson. Gain of 3.
So they have
6 from the 44.
Fisher with 13 attempts, Nussbaum with 13 attempts. The Blackhawks will take over 1st and 10, leading by 11, their own 26-yard line.
Number 3, Sell.
Nielsen's Foods has been serving community since 1903. We offer full-service Caribou Coffee, Bakery, Deli, and Meat departments. We pride ourselves with our award-winning Nielsen's Market Meats and our friendly staff. Nielsen's vision is to build a strong family of customers and employees by delivering superior service to our customers, offering employee growth opportunities, reinvesting in our stores, and serving in our communities.
Blackhawks, 1st and 10 from their
Blackhawks 1st and 10 from the 26, 4:12 to go here in the 3rd quarter, leading by 11. It's going to be Johansson, kind of stutter steps. He goes nowhere up the middle. Swarmed by a bunch of Panthers. Actually loses a yard. Second and 11 for Cal Smith and the Blackhawks. Getting Cal after missing last week. Majority of the Amory game has been out there for every offensive snap. All but 2 at quarterback. Trips to the right. Quick pass. Ryan's going to catch it. Is able to get around. Picks up some good yards on 2nd down, setting up 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to be about, 3 yards short?
3rd and 3, give him 8 yards on that one then.
3rd and 2 from the
There's Ryan's 3rd catch. 3rd and 3, Cal Smith, 3 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Ryan in motion. Ryan does get the carry, cuts it up. Hits and falls forward. Ryan Viendahl picks up 4, only needed 3. 1st down, Blackhawks.
31, Viendahl with the carry. Results in a
So
Blackhawk
much needed 1st down there. You know, get a 1st down and go from there. That's why I've said that a few times, and get some momentum going. And first one's the hardest one to get.
Well, in this 3rd quarter, I mean, we're two and counting, right? And that 1st quarter took so long, and there was so many points scored.
And then our opening drive this quarter was really quick. You know, we scored 9:20 something to go in the 3rd. Quick pass out here. Is that Taden?
Yep.
Makes the 1st guy miss. Unfortunately, the 2nd guy is there to wrap him up. But a pick up a 3 or 4 for Taden Halldorf. Swing pass out of the backfield.
With positive plays, moving the chains.
Yep.
I mean, as every tick of the clock is an advantage BW at this
Gain of
point.
4, 2nd and 6 from the 41.
2nd and 6.
The pace of the Blackhawk offense is slowed down.
Rips to the right to the narrow side here. A lot of room to the left. Quick pass can be Gavin. Nice block by Colin.
He's gonna
Gavin will
close to
be,
first down.
I think, just shy of the 1st down or right at the marker maybe.
Smith's pass to Sell. Tackled by number 8, Fisher.
And the white hat looks crossed. His eyes are still good enough. Credit him with 6 and a 1st down. Hey, they're moving them.
Ball is spotted on the Blackhawk 48. Results in a Blackhawk 1st down.
Coaching staff is right there, wondering if they're going to move the chains.
I don't know if I missed anything there. I looked down for the notification to see a bad signal. Instead, I got a low battery signal. So.
Oh, there's a catch to Sal,
Okay.
right at the chains.
And I gave him the 1st.
Gave him the 1st.
That's backwards.
Quick pass to
Maybe not.
Hush. Hush trying to get outside. Couldn't run away. from Mason Sullivan.
20, Hush.
But
Tackled by
cross
number 4,
midfield,
Sullivan.
again, first down, positive yards. 3, maybe 4 yards again. Call that 3 yards there to Hush.
Gain of 3 puts the ball on the Panther 49.
So kind of opening up the pass game again here. Trips to the right, the wide side this time for Cal Smith.
Oh, we're going to get caught on a wheel if he can set his
Steps
feet
up, jump pass. It
in
is
the run game.
2nd and 6 from the 31.
6 catches now for Colin. I mean, we talked about, especially early in the season, how his catches went way down. He took on a different role, but stepping up here. Not that he hasn't stepped up before. I'm just saying it's back to, like quick pass. Hush spins across the 20, down to about the 17-yard line. 3rd and very manageable. That could very easily be the last play of the 3rd quarter here for the Blackhawks if they want it to be. They do go quick.
I would call in that freeze play and just, if you can draw them off, otherwise let it go.
The Blackhawks are content not running another play here in the 3rd quarter as the clock stops with 5 seconds. There it goes. It will tick off, and the Blackhawks, the only points on the board here in the 3rd quarter, now lead 33-22, heading to a very entertaining 4th quarter.
Firearm Langer is a CPA firm with offices in Baldwin, Ellsworth, and River Falls. At Firearm Langer, our clients are our top priority. We offer the skills and expertise of a large CPA firm combined with the personal attention and responsiveness of a smaller firm. When you partner with us, we take the time to get to know you, understand your goals, and build a lasting professional relationship. We invite you to turn to us at Firearm Langer for bookkeeping services, payroll services, financial projections, tax preparation, tax planning, and all of your accounting and tax needs. The market is changing. Take advantage of our combined 30-plus years of experience to guide you through it. Call Don at 715-684-9541 or Andrew at 715-928-0410 of Timmerman Realtors for all your realty needs. Precision Truck Service is a full-service heavy truck and trailer repair shop located in Baldwin, offering all types of general repair for heavy truck and trailer, diesel, mobile service, alignments, computer diagnostics, welding and fabrication, and sandblasting. As a Michelin heavy truck tire dealer, we offer best in pricing on Michelin, BFG, and Uniroyal tire brands, balancing and installation. Give us a call at 715-760-0768 or stop in. We are located conveniently on the north side of Baldwin under the water tower.
The 4th quarter. Blackhawks.
So Cal Smith, 7 straight completions to end the 3rd quarter there. End the 3rd quarter with 11-13. Swing pass, Ryan Viendahl turns it up. Gonna be enough for a 1st down. So it's just a quick pass. Extension of the run game there. 3-4 yards of crack. Ryan Viendahl picks up 4 down to the 28.
Blackhawk 1st down.
You love to see the clock tick. You love to see the clock tick.
And the ball moved down the field. Up by 11 here. You can get up at 3 scores in the 4th quarter. It's tough. Cal Smith's going to keep up the middle. Cal Smith, he might find the end zone. Cal Smith runs his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Blackhawks.
Wow.
Doubles his rushing total on the day.
You get hungry or thirsty from all the bowling fun, or while watching the big game on the mini big screen TV, Stryker Sports Bar is sure to satisfy. Check out our menu and weekly food and drink specials at StrikersLanes.com. Again, we apologize for the lagginess. I don't know what the deal is, to be honest, but we're trying to do the best we can with what we have in a spot that I knew we weren't going to have great reception, and we don't. But none of what we tried seemed to rectify the situation. So as I've said before, if you want to jump over to the central stream, you may certainly do that. We will not be offended. I give you lots of credit if you're stuck with us so far and this far.
Fisher going to back his way across the 30-yard line, down to the 31-yard line, and it's go time now if you're a Blue fan. Panthers trailing 3 scores, 11-14 left to go, and we talk about their way of moving the ball. Again, they have 1 completion right now in this game, 1 of 7, and they've ran the ball 38 times. Not kind of what you're looking for, trailing 3 scores in the 4th quarter.
Right, and my message would be pretty simple to the team. If they're getting down, it's like, listen, you were down 21 late in the 1st quarter, and you came back and took the lead.
There's a quick pass.
Oh, and there's a flag, and that's going to be on Mason Sullivan.
Western pass complete to Fisher.
So it's coming
That was
back.
Fisher on the reception. Going to credit him with 9.
Yeah, it's coming back. And that's the old tough to block on the perimeter. And that's what we had there.
Was that after the play, or was it?
It was during the run.
Oh, okay.
And I'm guessing
the whole 7.
Wester with the keeper. Back by number 20, Hush.
Yeah, we talk about do what you got to do, and they're a running team, and if you can move it quick, what you got to do, it's get in and out of the huddle quickly if you're Central right now, and mixing the pass here and there. He keeps again. Wester going to get inside the 25. Finally brought down by Veenendahl.
Wester with the keeper.
Collins down in the
Back by number
backfield
31,
there.
Veenendahl.
He is helped up. Pat in the hat. Nussbaum says, come hit me again. 5 more for Wester, though. He's going to drop back this time. Throws this way. Incomplete. Just off the hand. Fisher.
Pass intended for Fisher.
It will be 3rd and 5. Now 2 of 9 is Caden Wester.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
10:02 to go. Is important if they can get down. I don't know how good their field goal kicker is, but a field goal does cut it down to 14 points. I don't think they're going to kick it from this far. They do have a nice little breeze behind them. But right now it would be a 40-yard field goal. 2 this way. I believe Sullivan sets the top of the top. Counter. Fisher's going to have the first down. Next guy missed is going to be down inside the 15.
The last time they ran that counter, though, we scored on it.
Talk about number 20, Hush.
Pick up 9 yards for Fisher.
First down.
More balance attack now. 14 carries each for all 3 of them. Wester's going to toss
an option there
to number 15. Was that Ponath, I believe, right?
Yep.
He kind of had a lot of carries against us back and was a hold. That's not called. In from 14. Touchdown, Panthers.
So that wasn't so much a hold as it was a tackle. It's already gone past.
Who's number 2? Nolan Mertz.
Yep.
So from 14 yards out, Nolan Mertz. And the extra point is good. Mertz from Wester. And it's 39-29. So again, as we were saying, if you're going to kick the, if you're the score, if I'm Central, I'm kicking off deep. If you're down 1 score is late, I would go for the onside. Now, if I'm Baldwin, I'm expecting the onside because you cannot get beat by the onside. I mean, you gotta have that. Now, you haven't had much success stopping this offense, as you can see, 39 points on the board, but you gotta have faith in them. You gotta say, hey guys, we need a stop.
Mosney's taking the lead.
Mosney's back ahead now.
2 minutes ago from that screenshot, Mosinee takes its first lead of the game, 33-30 over Somerset. 9:35 remaining in the fourth quarter. So literally,
momentum going backwards. Going to start inside the 20. Now you put the ball in the hands of your defense. Go get a 3 and out if you're St. Croix Central.
you got something going on next Saturday?
Is that the 4th?
Yeah, but
I do.
Yeah.
That would be right basketball camp. I think you do too. So
yeah, but that's in the morning.
It is in the morning. But if they did that, we did an afternoon game at last year on the Saturday, didn't we? That was level 2, I know, but we'll see. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Let's worry about this here. And again, if you're the Blackhawks, we got problems with the chains again over there. It looks like. Again, that delayed the game. Start of the game was a chain game, but 9:05 to go here in the fourth quarter. Get a first down.
Yep.
Use that quick pass. Now the problem is you've done it. The last thing you need to have happen is to have them jump one of those quick passes.
Right, and we saw
That's a
that.
one-score game.
We saw that last week with Ellsworth. They almost picked off one of those quick passes.
Counter, kind of. I believe that's Haldorf. He's going to go nowhere. So Haldorf's second carry.
Holdorf with the carry. Talk about
He's
number
actually
59,
got 2
Trey
carries for
Wise.
-3 yards. We've not got much running game going. Cal Smith has had a 23-yard touchdown that doubled his run total. Otherwise, we're right around that 50-yard. Here's that quick pass. Gavin going to haul it in, get outside, make the first guy miss, going to cross the 25, make it a very manageable 3rd down.
Smith to South.
And what's interesting too is when you mentioned that about our run game, look at their defensive set.
First down, clock move now inside of 8 minutes. 1st and 10 from the 33-yard line. I'd like to see a fake that quick pass and go deep. Fake and run it. Out to about the 35, 36-yard line goes Cal.
Smith with the keeper.
Pick up 2, long 2, maybe
Talk
3.
about number 15, Ponath.
2 yards for Cal. Leading the team with 48 yards on the ground.
Gain of 3. Ball into 35. Second and
Although
7.
he's 20 of 26 now.
What time are the games of next Saturday's?
First one starts at 9. So we're usually done right around that 1, 2 o'clock time frame, and might be done a little early. Haldorf goes in motion, they're going to fake to him, trying to get outside, and uh-oh. That's actually a holding on the defense right there. So he's trying to get off the tackle. He's pulling.
You think they're going to call them?
He was pulling Sauer, not letting Sauer get off the block and go block someone.
Did they throw a flag?
No, they didn't. But I mean, that's. I mean, you see it a lot, and they'll grab that in the NFL all the time. You see those defensive holdings, and.
From the 41.
But I think Sauer had a handful too. It might have been a tit for a tat there. And 3rd and 2, Blackhawks, big 3rd down here. Keep that clock rolling. They're not going to jump this time as we roll inside of 6.5. Look off the sideline. We got the 10-second mark there coming from back judge. Still time. Cal takes it. Quick pass. Hush. Got to make a guy miss. He doesn't do it. It's going to be 4th down. And under 6 minutes to go.
You got a punt.
You do have to punt.
By number 4, Sullivan.
And here's where you just want to get the punt
Brings up
off.
4th down.
Yeah, and you've seen
It's
both teams punt, and you've seen one team have very, very fast.
punting into the wind. We got 2 return guys back there, so you got to be wary of any kind of reverse, any kind of fake reverse, any kind of throwback if it's off the side. And we're going to roll down inside of 5.5. As now we're going to start counting. Punt is off. It's going to bounce, and it bounces out of bounds. I think that's a win right there. You're not going to no return. Pin them back inside the 35, where St. Croix Central takes over, trailing by 10 with 5.5 to go.
St. Croix Garage Doors provides Western Wisconsin with top quality garage door sales, service, and installation. We proudly serve Baldwin, Woodville, Hudson, Richmond, River Falls, Stillwater, Menominee, and surrounding areas. Give Brian a call today at 715-781-8989 for a quote, install, or service. Since 1935.
Going to walk off 15. He's got those big strides because he's got such small feet. Small legs, rather. So the penalty marches off 15 for the Panthers.
First and 10 from the 48.
Down to the 48-yard line. Go Wester and the Panthers. 5:19 to go, trailing 2 scores. Wester drops back. Throws across the middle. Overthrows him. Incomplete.
Pass intended for Barth, incomplete.
3 of 12 for Wester.
So does it surprise you that they went pass on this possession when they still have, I mean, you still have 5:15. If you can score, where there's another flag?
Holding against the Blackhawks.
I guess I did not see that flag. Or so take off that incomplete pass, I guess. There's a Blackhawks are flagged for a holding, and that is 10 yards in high school. And chain game's got to get moving there. From the Blackhawk, 42 now.
Another
Central
pass.
drops back, up the middle, and he goes nowhere. Does Wester? He's going to lose a yard. Couldn't tell if it was a design QB draw there, or if he was.
I don't know. We got a Central guy down, number 2, Mirth.
And we'll stop the clock. So no gain for Wester on there. So recap here in a second. Oh, go ahead and read that.
Since 1935, Baldwin Greenhouse has been serving Baldwin and the surrounding area by offering the freshest flowers, plants, and gifts for any occasion. Some of the flowers and many of the plants are grown right on site. They'd love to help with anything you need. Give them a call at 715-684-2104 or visit online at baldwingreenhouse.com. Go for it, Nick.
So second half, Baldwin comes out, opening drive, ends up in the end zone with Cal Smith from 1 yard out, taking a 33-22 lead. Then early in the fourth quarter, it was Cal Smith on a 23-yard run. And extra point was blocked, 39. No penalty, 3rd and 10, 4:54 to go.
So are you thinking screen pass here, double pass, something?
I would be surprised if they don't give the noose bomb up the middle. They did that on 3rd and 9 a couple possessions ago. Kind of surprised us. He picked it up. Definite forward down territory.
Right, but they haven't ran this possession.
I know, and that's why I might be more surprised. If I'm predicting, I would say I would guess some kind of. I mean, noose bomb's been your horse. 100. No, it's important. No, number 99 is eligible. It's an eligible number out there. And we got someone with timeout or.
Delay game? Illegal substitution? What's that signal?
I wasn't watching. What
This.
Delay game?
No, this.
Oh, this?
Delay game against the Panthers.
I think
They call
delay game.
This is delay game. This is
Yeah.
the. You can't see
He's
this.
cold. Okay, you kind of hug yourself a little bit more. Hey, where's his mic? He had a mic on in River Falls. You could have told us what it was.
It's true.
So 3rd and 15 now. Oh, look out! Look out! Jackson Johansson up the middle. That's a loss of about 8 or so, and the Panther coaches are yelling, "Hurry up! We gotta go!" Lose of 8. That's 4th. Not right now. Find Sullivan down here. Get 2 guys on him. They got Sell over here. Someone's got to get over here and help him. Not that he needs much help, but you know what's going to Sullivan down here, and we got a flag, so maybe an illegal formation. I'm guessing. Ball goes up, knock it down, knock it down, knock it down. So.
There's a flag on the play.
I love the coaches in the next test yelling us to decline the penalty.
I think I'd accept it. I mean, make it 4th and longer. I mean, I don't know what these guys over here are thinking, but.
I find more humor in it than they do. When the Blackhawks take over.
Will decline. 4:24 to go here in the fourth quarter, leading by 10. And the clock
First and 10.
is your best friend right now.
But we don't have the offense to waste a lot of clock.
The problem is you do. You got 3 running plays here. Make them use all 3 of their timeouts. They got to score twice with no timeouts in 4 minutes. I mean, I like your chances. I mean, and you get 1 first down here, and you're going to be inside 3 minutes before they get the ball back. That's best case scenario. Cal out the middle.
That's the run game.
Right there. So that's successful right there. You know,
Projects. From smaller residential projects to large-scale commercial enterprises, A-Star Concrete Pumping has the equipment, staff, and experience to handle all of your concrete needs. Contact them at 715-246-3920.
so 4:19 to go here, and I as much as you like that quick pass, I'm either giving it to Halldorf right now, or it's going to be Cal up the middle. Instead, they do go with the quick pass. Gavin hauls it in.
Stay in bounds, Gavin.
Picks up a few yards. Going to get to about the 40-yard line. Timeout number 2 by St. Croix Central.
Whether we're cooking the perfect butter burger to order or scooping up our freshest batch of the flavor of the day, we'll work hard to ensure you'll always leave happy. We know you have a lot to do and many options to choose from, so we appreciate when you take the time to visit Culver's of Baldwin. And I think that's it. So the setup here is 4-seed Baldwin Woodville at number 1, St. Croix Central. Rematch of week 7 St. Croix Central victory that was pretty easy. The winner of this game will face the winner of the Mosinee Somerset game, a 2-6 matchup.
3-6.
Nope.
Can't have 2-6. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Mosinee was the
2-7.
No,
3-7. I thought O'Connell Falls was 2.
I think O'Connell Falls was a 3.
I thought Somerset was a 7 and Bloomer was a 6.
Either way.
Anyway, yeah, don't matter.
Way, the winner of this game will host Somerset.
I know.
Central would host Mosinee. We would go to Mosinee depending on how that game ends. So, a lot to be decided here in the next handful of minutes. Jet.
Hush.
Stay in bounds.
Get the sweep.
Stay in bounds.
And they're going to say the momentum takes him out of bounds. Timeout. You know, he loses a yard or 2 there, which you don't care about that yard or 2. You just, like you said, stay in bounds. And that's going to be almost the game over right there.
That is really
So instead of a 4th down and a punt, it's going to be a 1st down. Blackhawks, as an unsportsmanlike conduct is going to be called against someone here on Central. So we lost 2 by Hush, but then and now correct me if I'm wrong, he did use his timeout already. So he's gonna be out of timeouts.
So I'm trying to see here. Number 2 must have said something to the official. Nobody looked to have addressed an official, but as 2 was walking past the official, the flag came up in the air.
So outside of Cal, we have 10 carries, 31 yards.
I would have guessed lower than that.
Cal's got 10 for 56. So 87 yards on the ground, and it's going to be 3 more rushes here. Now, they did call timeout, okay, so now they're going to run the clock. So they didn't say they have to run the clock or credit them with the timeout, which usually they give the coach the option of that one. Hey, very tight formation for the. That's 12 straight completions for Cal Smith.
Yeah, and all of the shorter variety. Update here, reading over Brian's phone. Kane Donnelly to Dylan Lesha for a 25-yard touchdown, pulls Somerset within 40 to 36. Offensive PI in the 2-point conversion. Less than a minute left, and an onside kick coming. So
Mosin's up 4, you're saying?
Yep.
2nd and 2, Cal fakes. Cal's going to have a 1st down, and that's going to basically wrap it up here in Hammond. I hate to say it, but Panther fans, you need a turnover right now. Cal Smith, 1st down.
The clock will wind. The snap will have to come in about 3 minutes.
Under 3 minutes, yep.
And so you're looking at basically 30 seconds of play. And so they're and that'll bring it within a minute and a half.
Yeah, so and they're counting now. If Coach Kiefer, do you take a timeout quick or snap it right at the 25-second count, and
Play got the play.
split second late.
Delay of game.
You let that go. I mean, it's you're not worried about losing the 5 yards there. You got as much time off the clock as you actually could.
Right.
I hear off the right side here. I was just gonna say, do you have Gavin take these snaps to take less hits off of Cal right now? But you don't need Gavin getting hits. I mean,
Oh, geez, I should probably.
Gavin's gonna take this way. Makes the first guy miss.
Yeah, I mean, and don't forget, Gavin went out of the game.
Exactly.
By drink wine.
And if you're gonna hand, I mean, you got two backs you can hand it off to. Gavin loses a yard or two. Second and long for Blackhawks, but they don't care about that right now as the clock continues to tick.
Second and 15 from the 18.
There's Cal back in there.
Cal is back in there.
Yep. I would see, but you're almost at the point where you can start kneeling it because very entertaining game here in Hammond. Again, the Blackhawks leading 21-0. Saw the Panthers come back with 22 straight. But then it was 18-7 outscoring. The Blackhawks outscored them.
Now let's just score again.
Cal, you're going to go around the end. Cal's going to win from 7.
Smith with the keeper.
Touchdown, Blackhawks.
Touchdown.
And they get another week of practice. And I was warned about the dump button here, and it might come, but these guys get to have one more week of practice at least and go from there.
The return of Cal Smith, that's a big deal. What'd you say?
Yeah, all around, and Gus Kroning's extra point. This one going to be up and through, and it's 46-29 Blackhawks.
1:21 remaining.
You know, and
Blackhawks 46.
right now
Panthers
it's
29.
17. It definitely was not like a 17-point game, though. I mean, it was nip and tuck, they saw it, you know, through
Right.
most of the third quarter. A nice drive there by the Blackhawks to get them up 3 scores, and then, yeah, it was pretty much
All Blackhawks.
too little too late then, yeah. One score the second half for the Panthers after getting the 22 straight unanswered. You know, the big one, looking back again, they scored 22 straight. It's 22-21, and it was one play to Graydon Monacan. 75 yards or something like that, 69 yards.
69 yards.
69 yards, got the lead back.
Yeah.
So basically they trailed for one
Snap.
play.
Yeah, one snap.
Got the lead back. Got the turnover right before half. But then come out in the opening possession of the second half to score again. Make it a 2-possession game, and now they...
I have not seen a final of Mosinee. Somerset recovered an onside kick.
Any more updates from
So, last update, Somerset recovers an onside kick in Mosinee. So there's still hope of hosting next week.
Really?
Ball's on the ground but recovered. Come on, Shane, let's do it, huh?
Nussbaum with the carry.
We got, I apologize to anyone watching St. Christ Central's telecast or ours right now, as these guys are all worried about what Wilson's saying on WSN right now.
Well, Wilson's saying
Who carried that one, by the way?
I don't know.
It's 4 yards for Nussbaum, I think.
Nussbaum again. So a game must still be happening.
Nussbaum with the carry. Tackled by number 25, Holdorf.
Maybe we just need to get Brian on Twitter. So
I just don't have a Twitter account, that's the issue.
I do.
I do too, but I'm just. Yeah, so in the event that we go to Mosinee, we'll travel there and we'll hope that we can do a better job than we did this week. Somerset won.
Somerset won.
Baldwin's hosting next week. You guys are hosting.
Somerset won.
Johnson had their first down.
Scored twice in the last minute.
They're down 40%.
They scored twice in the last minute. Scored, covered onside.
So unless Shane Coach is just messing with you, or messing with me.
So yeah, we hear news as Somerset scores late in the fourth quarter.
Somerset walks it off.
Recovers an
on the
onside.
Last play.
Last play walk off for Somerset.
42-40.
We're going back to King Field, folks. You get a week of practice there, and you might as well have one more home game there, seniors. Have fun with it. One more week of practice. It's going to be cold, but you'll be warm. Congratulations, Blackhawks. Congratulations to the Panthers on a successful season. We'll
see you from King Field next week.
See you in Baldwin next week, and Somerset travel safely back from Mosinee, and we'll see you in a week, I guess.
Thanks for joining us tonight. If you stuck it out all night, sorry that it wasn't great.